everybody, welcome back. Lovely to have you guys again here with me today. It's Angela and a very warm welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do another little project along the recipe journal, a line that I have been doing recently, and I have had lots of people asking me to show them how I did certain of those elements. So I thought I'd do two very quickly today for you. The first one is this one over here, which is something that I have done before in a very similar vein, and it's a great addition to a journal. So what it is it's just a little flip out here that we have with a tag in the front from the kit from My Porch Prints called Grandma's Kitchen, and I do love this kit. And it's just got a little pocket in the front there as well where you can put in some little bits and pieces, and then just a little quote in the front, and then you turn it out like that, and we've got a couple more pieces of ephemera there, some decorating, and then some more little recipes here, which is for apple dumplings. This is also from a My Porch Print kit, and then one of the recipe cards from there as well, which you can write in some of your own recipes from family members, or perhaps some you've inherited from your grandmother. The nice thing about this as well, if I just take out one of these, is this is also stuck on the page, but it's also a tuck spot that can go behind here as well. Alright, so you can tuck in some other recipes, maybe from magazines or anything else from friends, anything like that. So that's the one thing we're going to do. So let's start with that quickly. I'll just put that aside and tell you what it is that you need to use. Now I have taken one of my pages here. So this is an A4, but it would work equally well with a letter size. So on the one side I've got this print from My Porch Prints from that Grandma's Kitchen kit, and then I turned it over and I printed this as well, which is also a My Porch Print page. I don't think this is from Grandma's Kitchen. I'll have a look and see which kit I got this from, but it is definitely a My Porch Print kit. So I've just printed on both sides. Now what you want to do here is you want to divide your piece of paper, no matter what size it is, letter or A4, into 3 sections. So what I'm going to grab quickly is my bone folder. To speed things up, I have already marked off, so I know for an A4 it's 29 centimeters, or I think it's 11.5 inches. I've divided it into 3 equal segments, so you're going to have thirds, and then I've just scored it along those lines. Alright, so let's just do that quickly. So I know you can't see it, but I have done that already with my scoreboard or scoring thing. So that's the one, and then what we're going to do is fold this one this way. So I just want to match that up to the edge there like that, and then we're going to just fold it and score it with the bone folder. Alright, so when you open it up, you've got a bit of a Z fold like that. Alright, so that's the first step. The second step is I have scored this, and I think it was 3 inches. What was it? It's 2 3/4 inches from the bottom. So if I look at that in centimeters, we are looking at 2 3/4 inches, or just short of 7 centimeters that way. Alright, so I have scored a line right across there, and now we're just going to turn that up like this. Alright, now if you are not able to print on both sides, you can always just stick a piece that you want to from another piece of paper on the bit that turns up, or you can not worry about this, have a piece of paper there and then cut a separate piece and put it and stick that along here. Alright, either way is going to work. I know some people don't do double-sided printing. My printer doesn't do double-sided, but I am able just to pull the piece of paper out and then flip it over and it'll do the other side. So whatever works for you, there's always a plan. Alright, so I'm just taking my bone folder now, and I'm just making sure that I've got these fold lines nice and firm, all ready for how I want to get this nice and flat. I hope you guys are well today. I have very precariously balanced my recording device up on my stand because it did break. I'm hoping it's not going to land on the table here when we are doing this. If it can just get me through to the end of the video today, I'll be thrilled. Right, so this is what we've got now. All right, you've got your pocket bit folding up, and we've got it in the in the Z shape like that. All right, so now I'm going to open it up, and I want to deal with this first flap over here. I just want to fold it over, and I'm just randomly doing this. You'll see the effect that I'm going for here. And I'm going to just take my glue, and I'm going to stick this down. This is on the inside of the pocket, and I'll show you the effect when I close it all up. All right, so there we go. So this is the right side now, and you can see I've folded that in about 1 inch from the edge, so about 2 to 2.5 centimeters, just so that I can use that as a pocket, and I can use that as a pocket as well. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I want to just glue some glue on the fold line in the middle here, and on the ends here. Now if you're not going to sew, then just make sure you do this really well. I am going to sew, not I have prepared one already, but I just wanted to show you what you can do and where to glue it. So now you've got a pocket there, a pocket there, and a pocket there. All right, so that'll go together like that. All right, so that's looking really good. It's lying nice and flat, so I am really happy with that. Okay, now what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm just going to sew around the edge there. I do go and sew up to the edges there like that, and I will be back with you. Well, I'm not even going anywhere because I can just put that one aside for the moment. That I have done that with this one now. So you can see I've stitched just along the edges like that, and then I have gone and sewn up there up to that part and right round there like that. All right, so that one is already ready to decorate, so I'm very happy about that. Just going to show you some of the sort of decorating bits that I did. I have got this ribbon, and all the ribbons I've used in this project are from Plum Boutique, if you're interested. So that's where I got them from, and she does have an awesome selection of ribbons. This is slightly too short, so I'm just going to extend it to reach to the edges like that. All right, so I'm going to use my my Fabri-Tac because it's the best one to use for any kind of fabric or you know, ribbon, anything like this. I mean, it's great for everything really, but particularly ribbon. And I just want to stick it on the front pocket there like that, and then just to make sure that I've got it lined up, I'm just going to take my ruler. Sorry for the shininess from the light. The sun is setting, so you know, oops, so it doesn't, I do need to use the light. Right, so I'm just getting that to the edge of those pockets there quickly. And that's just to line them up. Okay, so we just get that in place, and I'm happy with that. And now what I've done is I've just taken a little bit of the check gingham paper that comes in the kit, and I'm going to just use my art glitter glue now, because I do like this glue. I love the nozzle on here. Lots of people ask me about this glue. This glue is available from Amazon here in the UK, and I'm sure it probably is in America as well. And if you want to know the details, you can find it all on my Amazon favorites list. The nozzle comes separately, but everything is there if you want to go and take a look. Right, so I've just put that on there. Now these little quotes, I love them. They came from Mrs. Cog. and I have all the links down below this video, and to find where the description box is below the video, you can do that on either your computer or your phone or tablet. You'll see like a little V just below the video, or it might say see more on the computer. Click on that and the wealth of information will drop down, and you'll see all the links and details linked with this video. All right, everything but the kitchen sink. I love that. Right, so we've done that little bit. We're ready to open this up now. And I've just got a couple of things that I want to put inside here. So I have put them in a little pile over here. So let's just grab these quickly. Okay, so we have a couple of bits. This is also from the kit, and I cut that out. I'm going to stick that just over there, just to bring in a little bit of color to that quite bland area. So I thought, let's use this. So that's what we're going to stick in over here. All right, so I quite like that. Coffee coming in tins, that was a long time ago. Right, and then over here again I'm using Boiling Over from Mrs. Cog, which is going to go over there. And then I've got one of the tickets from the kit, and that's going to go just over there like that. So I'm going to stick those down as well. See, this is really an easy project, and I mean, great to use in journals. We can't go wrong with this at all. So many themes you can use this for, and a great place to hide little secret messages or your diary thoughts. A lovely idea to use, so it's one I like to use a lot. Right, and I love these tickets, perfect for what we're using here. And this occasion I'm sticking them down as little bits, little images. All right, so we have decorated everything we're going to decorate here. Now it's just a case of putting in the pieces into this little folder. So I stuck in the recipe cards, and I do love these. These go great in the pouch that we make for this. So this will fit in over here, like into that pocket. And then I took another one of these that come from the Recipe Ephemera kit. It's a different kit. This one's turmeric pickle, and I've printed it onto newspaper print. Again, newspaper print is something you'll find on my Amazon favorite lists. I have got it on there, and it does make it seem really old and realistic. All right, so you can write on the back of that too. So it looks like a recipe that you've got from somebody a long time ago. And I'm going to actually, I'm not going to fold it again. I'm going to just stick that in there like that. All right, and then on this side, again, a piece of ephemera from the kit, which is lovely. And then another little piece, chocolate layer cake, which sounds delish. That's going in there, so that'll close up. And then we're going to put one of the large tags, which I've backed onto recycled card, and I'm putting that in, in the back here, like that. And then this little piece is going to go in the front here. The only thing that I haven't done yet is, and I'm going to take this out to do it, is just to stick down this pocket here on the front. So it's just a case, and you can use tape if that works better for you, is just to put some glue on the side here and the bottom there like that, and just to hold that in place. All right, and like always, I like to use these little clips, which have got a very strong very strong clips, these, and I keep everything in place perfectly. All right, and then of course this will end up going in the back here. I won't push it down too far because the glue's drying. All right, and again the ribbons come from Plum Boutique. Okay, so while that is all drying nicely there, just bring back this little page that I stuck this on. You can see, oh, that's where the other one went. This one over here, as I said, when you stick it down, you're just going to stick it on the one side and across there, so that you have a tuck spot available, so you can tuck in things behind the flap here. All right, so that's how I've done it. I did a bit of stenciling there, and that's that project done. Okay, the next little, so that one is doing its thing. I'll just leave it over there. Right, now I wanted to show you this little project, which is really quick and easy, and also something that adds nice layering to your journal, and very quick to do. It's just this little strip here. We've got a couple of pieces of ephemera in here, which again are those great recipes, butter chews and rolls as well, so that I've just tucked in there. And then on the back I've made one of these little thin tag pockets with the little tag in the top over here, which we're going to do. All right, so that just adds lovely layering in your journal, and I thought I'd show you quickly how I do that. Okay, so what I did here was I used the templates from my template 2 kit. So it's not the envelope, exciting envelope one, it's the one with the pockets and the gateway folds. So this over here is something I use a lot as well, and a great place when you've got a narrow area that you want to put something pretty on. All right, so cut out the base for that. So I'm just going to use this one here. So I've cut out the piece of paper, folded it from a piece of paper from that kit, which is really easy. And then again, I've cut out a piece of ephemera, which is from Mrs. Cog, this is, because I used her kit as well. She had a chocolate kit and I couldn't resist, so I've cut a long tag out of that and put it onto recycled card. So that will end up sliding in like that, and we'll put that on the back of the page. All right, so let's just start with that. What I did was I had a tea stained piece of paper, just like that. Again, it's whether you use A4 letter, it doesn't matter. Fold it in half like you normally would. And then what I did was I measured, and let's just see, 2 inches from that, from the edge inwards, and I have just folded that along the fold line like that. All right, so when you see it in the journal, you won't see this side, you see your very next page. And so on the front, I've taken one of the scraps, sorry, again from that kit. I'm going to stick it slightly over to the left if you're looking at that piece over there. All right, so just ever so slightly to the left. So I'm going to stick this down, and then I'll be able to trim a little bit off the base. But before I do that, what I've got is a piece of ribbon. All right, so I've got this piece of ribbon, again from Plum Boutique, and this ribbon is, let me measure it here quickly for you. It's 15 mils in width, so 1.5 centimeters, or if I'm looking in inches, that is 3/4 of an inch, just short of 3/4 of an inch. Let's do that. This is going to be stuck down first of all, so we'll do that quickly. There's no stitching involved with this, and it's a really quick way to decorate a page. Something different that's not just a standard page, it's slightly narrower, and you're just using the page to create this little piece of ephemera, which is great. Okay, so we're going to just do it slightly over like that and stick it straight down. All right, and there we go. I'm happy with that. And now we're going to use our Fabri-Tac, or the other thing you can use is some double-sided tape. And because this is the ribbon's slightly wider than this is a great thing to use as well, and really easy when you're doing something like this. So I'm going to just stick it at the top like this, and I'm going to just do it slightly longer like that, and going to wrap it right round the actual page itself. And this one too, I should have made the top one a little bit longer, but that's okay. If I can find the start of this, we'll just put another little piece on there. Okay, so there we go. And I'll just stick that on the back. This is just to stick the ribbon down. Right, so I'll get my little pokey tool out and we'll just take those off quickly. They always stick to my hand. The backing paper does, and it's quite something when you're trying to film and get this off. So, oh, there, I was lucky. Right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to not stick this to our page, hopefully. We're going to just try and stick this ribbon down. I'm going to try and get it over here first, and then this side as well. So there we go. And then this one as well. Okay, that's a bit long, so we can just cut that bit off. Alright, and I might just stick it on this side because this has got a little bit more double-sided tape than I should have put down. Okay, so we've got that effect now. Okay, so I like that red, I just love that gingham. Okay, so then what I did was I had a couple of the labels that you get in a sort of list from My Porch Prints. Really love these were really handy, and I do love the words. So what I did here was I just stuck one at the top there like that. So I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac again because we've got some fabric over there. So there's not really too much to decorating this little one, so you can't go wrong there. Right, I'm going to allow that on its side for the moment, and then I'm going to just stick this up this side like that, and I think it just adds to it. It just sort of finishes it off. And then at the bottom I had another one of the little tickets, and I'm going to just stick that at the bottom over there. And that sort of was it for this little pocket at the bottom here. So again, I'm using the Fabri-Tac just because there is fabric involved, and although the art glitter glue does a fab job, I just like to use this. It just gives me a few seconds longer than the art glitter glue as well. Alright, so that's that. Now just want to cut off that little piece of fluff there, and now it's easy just to put some glue right across here, and of course down the bottom there, and we can just press that down like that, and there you've got your little side pocket there like that, your tuck-in spot, and you folded the ribbons around so it's got a lovely neat finish as well, which I like. Okay, now you can see I've put a little bit of stenciling on my paper there just to give it a bit of decoration, and we'll put some goodies in there in a minute. Right, now we want to do the other side here, and this will annoy me, so it's got to go. That's better. Right, so this is the other side of the page, and like I said to you, we're going to stick down this. This is a great place to put something like that. And again, I'm just going to take my stencil, and I'm going to use my antique linen ink, and just to sort of give it a little bit more, I'm just doing a little bit of stenciling there and looking for where the other one ends. All right, and that's it, like that, and it just sort of finishes it off, you know. Okay, so now I've got this one, I have scored over the sides. This is with the template, and just because this is oozing out here, I'm going to just use it. So just going to do that on the sides there, and then at the bottom, and then on the side. This is a really easy pocket to do with the templates. Again, it's something I like to use, especially in those narrower spaces. And then I'm going to just stick it straight down like that. Now you can do some decorations on here again, and I am going to do that. So what I've got is a little piece of kitchen brown paper in the theme of the kitchen, and I could have wrapped it around, which I did do before, but I'm going to now cut it. So we'll just do that quickly. Is that it? Yep, I think that's about it. So we'll stick this one down. And you can't go wrong. Brown paper is such a handy tool in the kitchen. Couldn't go wrong with that. So I'm going to just stick that down. Down here. And then I'm going to, again, just take some of this gingham, just to stick it over like that, just to bring in the color. That's the reason for it. And cut that off. So all these little scraps you can use in your decorating when you're doing your journal. And then I'm going to just stick that down again. We find uses for all these things. Then I just wanted to stick that over like that. Right, and then the last thing I thought was I'll just bring in one of those words again, baking, which can go in the middle, because after all that is a griddle cake. So there we go, or crumpet as we like to say. Okay, there we go. So there's just a little bit of detail on there. This is a beautiful chocolate tag. I did get this from Mrs. Cog, as I said. So that can just slide into the top there like that. All right. So that goes in there with, again, with a plum boutique ribbon. And there you've done that section. And then all that remains here is to put in one of the pieces of ephemera from the recipe ephemera kit. So I've just cut it out as it was, and this is for carrot cake. Yummy, I love carrot cake. So that can go into this section here. Then I've got some more, I've got lovely bran muffin recipe here, and oatmeal bread. So I like the darker and the lighter. So those go in the top like that. We don't need to use so many. There's a blank one as well. Let's leave that one out. And then I love the strawberry shortcake and chocolate layer cake, beautiful images, and that sort of just finishes it all off. So that's that section, that page as well. All right, so you've got that sorted, and we've got this which goes on a separate page, for example, like that one over there. And then you'd glue that down, as I say, there and there. You'd stick that down and do some stenciling, and then there you have your little flip out like that as well, that you can use as a tuck spot as well. All right, so create some lovely layers in your journal. Okay, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope that you can use these in either recipe journal if you're making one for yourself, or some other ideas with different themes in some other journals that you're using. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today, although very quick. I hope to see you guys all very soon in our next little video. So thank you guys. Bye bye.